Hello CineTech Geeks, this is James Gardner again, all the way in Esperance, Western Australia. Literally the middle of nowhere. Tell us, Phil, this is Phil, the manager of the Fenwick 3 cinema in Esperance. How far are we from everywhere, Phil?
Well, from the capital city, we're a good 7.5 hour drive, and air about an hour and a half, and the nearest regional centre is about 400 kilometres away.
That's right, and that your regional centre is Perth, which is roughly how far away from the next major city?
About 600 k's. Yeah.
It's a long way from anywhere, I can tell you that. Now, I'm interviewing Phil here today because Phil, being one of the most remote cinemas that I know of, in terms of a well-run cinema, as you can see around us, has quite interesting problems trying to facilitate the technical needs, etc., of a cinema like this. So, Phil, tell us what goes wrong when you're out here so far.
What goes wrong is in day-to-day issues and things like that.
Or what goes wrong, like we send you equipment quite a lot, and what tends to go wrong with it when it gets here?
Depending on transport in this country is absolutely terrible, and I think we could learn a lot from overseas transport companies. It just seems to take forever to get stuff from one side of the country to the other, and even from Perth to down here, and it either gets lost or broken or takes forever to get here.
That's right. So equipment comes very rarely, but half the time we have like double the breakage rate to here, don't we?
Yeah, we've had some disasters in the past, some really nasty ones, and when you're sort of down and waiting for emergency parts, you can't afford to have them turn up broken or not turn up at all.
Yeah, so it's quite difficult to run a cinema out in such a regional area like this. So I wanted to point this out because it really leads to, you need a different skill set. You need to be more hands-on, definitely. And Phil, from my experience with working with him, is very good at that. And I'd have to say that that's a really good job, Phil. And how have you found that challenge? Has it been easy finding? How's that gone with you?
Oh, it's been a learning curve, and a fast one at that. I started in the industry in 1977 with carbon arcs and reel-to-reel projectors, and I mean they were fairly basic, but complicated in some ways. But to go to this digital era in this sort of remote area, it's hard because not a lot of people are experienced with it, and you can't turn to people for help. And I guess the internet's been a good avenue to sort of get you out of tight spots at times, and support from yourselves. So the internet's a very big help for but basically you're becoming more like an IT person than ever before. Did you ever consider yourself one of those? Yeah, that's right. I think the day of the projectionist is numbered, and we are becoming like IT experts more than projectionists nowadays. Yeah, for sure. And
so at the moment you're running 2 e-cinema systems and a DCI system you've had for about 3 months now. Is that correct?
That's right, yeah, and we've still got the 3 film projectors in place, which are still used quite a bit at the moment, yeah.
Well, that sounds wonderful, and it's an interesting aspect that we must keep an eye on, that how the industry is changing, and especially regional areas like Phil is in here, and how he has to change his skill base to match the changing with going to digital and learning a lot of new and challenging things, and Phil's done a fantastic job, and he's the sort of guy that I think all regional cinemas can learn from, and I'm sure he'll be happy to talk to people who have challenges too, because he's a fantastic guy. But that's it for now. From CineTechGeek, I'm James Gardner, and this is
Phil.
Bye for now.